Oh, hiru, oh, hiru, hiru, you, oh, go.
Hello everyone, this is Jennifer Lika with a Celtic episode number 15. And today we're going to continue talking about the 5 reasons to get excited about Scottish culture and traditions. Now I want to back up a little bit and let some of you know that if you can't tell from my accent, I'm from North Carolina. And being from North Carolina, Scottish heritage and Scottish culture and traditions is very relevant. And so it's been a part of my life ever since I was a little girl, even when I didn't know it was a part of my life, because it was just around me. And I think that's why I feel such a close connection to it. I think it runs deeper than just my time living and studying in Scotland and doing Scottish dance. Of course, I think all of that helped. But I do believe that Scottish music and Scottish dance and Scottish traditions are just extremely relevant in North Carolina because they have done so much to influence our culture as North Carolinians. So that's the reason I do this, because I know there are others out there that also have this connection to Scotland, and I want to add value to you. I want to make sure that you have the opportunity to learn and grow and really enjoy and celebrate the traditions. And traditions are important and sometimes undervalued or overlooked. And I think that's unfortunate because when you value traditions, you learn more about who you are and how you express yourselves, and you learn more about the world around you. And once you start to feel comfortable and confident with your own traditions and why you are who you are and what is important to you, it's very helpful to understand other people's traditions and values, and that just leads to creating more respect for diversity and being more at peace with diversity. And I think that's something that we all need. So I just wanted to start off with that little background information as to why this is so important to me and why I hope that it's resonating with you and that it's something that you can also value and enjoy and learn from. So there are many people that are listening to this episode, and a lot of you I know already have a good handle on your Scottish heritage and you know a lot about Scottish traditions. But I also know there are a few people out there that are still learning more, and maybe you know some of the stuff that I'm sharing with you, and maybe you're learning a little bit more along the way. So anything that you'd like for me to discuss or share, I am happy to do so. Just send me an email at celticjourney@jenniferlico.com and I will get to that, or you can find me on Instagram or Facebook and send me an instant message. So today we're going to talk about the kilt. Now, if Sean Connery showed the world anything, he proved that preserving the Highland culture and executing it by wearing a kilt is beyond cool. The truth is that the kilt is a historic piece of clothing which has stood the test of time for warmth, comfort, and durability. In the Highlands of Scotland, the kilt became synonymous with the symbol of clan kinship. Early tartans were just simple checks or perhaps patterns of 2 or 3 colors. And these colors were extracted mainly from dye-producing plants, roots, berries, and things that were local to the Highlands. So it's hard to talk about the kilt without talking about the tartan. And finding the tartan for your clan is really fun. In fact, I've linked in the show notes a website where you can go and type in your family name and find your tartan, or several tartans, because there are larger clans such as Clan MacDonald, which has tons of tartans to choose from for all different occasions. So it's kind of going down a rabbit hole when you get into the site, because you start to have a lot of fun looking at different tartans. But one thing it is important to remember, and this is kind of a misunderstood thing, is that just because you have a Scottish family name, it doesn't mean that you belong to a Scottish clan, or that that family name has a clan. So that's one of the misconceptions I did want to clear up for you today. So don't get thrown off by that. But the other thing I want to share with you is that you can create your own tartan. There are no rules against creating your own tartan. One thing you can do is register it with the Scottish Tartan Registry, and I've actually linked that up in the show notes. Also, if you want to create a tartan. So we did this, we created a tartan for Highland Echoes, and it was so much fun. I loved having the choice of choosing from any color that I wanted. And you'll see it all over our website and our branding. We used it in everything possible. You'll see it in the show, you'll see it in the program, you'll see it on the website. So, and many of you who come to the show will walk away with it in some way, shape, or form. So this was a lot of fun creating a tartan. And if you have an organization, it's really fun to do. You should go ahead and try it. And again, I've linked the website up in the show notes where you can actually register it just for extra protection. So one more thing I'm going to share with you that I know about the kilt is that there is a 5-yard kilt and an 8-yard kilt. And it's a question that I have actually heard people ask, which one am I supposed to get? So there is a difference between the 5-yard and the 8-yard kilt, and it's naturally the amount of fabric that's used. But it does affect the different features of your kilt. It affects mostly the amount of pleats that are shown and the weight. So if you're looking for the most traditional kilt, you would want to go ahead and get the 8-yard kilt. So when it comes to wearing your kilt, you're going to want to keep in mind a couple of things. If you've never worn a kilt before, you need to understand that it should be wrapped around your body with the pleats to the back. And then the overlapping part is going to be in the front. And all of the fringes to the kilt should actually fall on the right-hand side. So once you've secured your kilt, you need to decide what shirt you're going to wear with it, if you choose to wear one, which I suggest you do. So you have different options. Of course, you can always go with the basic t-shirt that we see quite often, but if you're going to a more formal event or an event where other people are going to be dressed in their kilts, it's nice to have a ghillie shirt or your vest, which looks super nice if you're going to be going to a very formal event. After you have a shirt and a kilt on, there are plenty of accessories you can then choose from to step it up another notch. Between belts and buckles and sporrans and skin doos and hose, you have so many different things to choose from to really dress up your outfit. Now, I'm looking forward to seeing all of you wearing your kilt and all of your accessories and a shirt to Highland Echoes. We are so excited that we wanted to give a gift to the best Highland dressed. So I can promise you that at every show, we will be giving away a free gift to the one person who walks in and knocks our socks off. I'm not going to be the one judging, but if I see somebody that catches my eye, I will make sure that my vote overrides the person who's in charge of voting. So mark my words, there will be a winner at every show for the best Highland dressed, and I cannot wait to see you all showing off your tartan and showing your Scottish pride. Until next week, Martian Lett. For Highland Echoes can be found at www.highlandechoes.com.